The history of gaming is, in a sense, the history of monkeys. Donkey Kong, I, Professor Monkey for a Head, they've all played a crucial role in the development of the medium, not to mention the evolution of their species. Well, not really, they just turned into us, and it's Donkey Tom. But this is one monkey who could use a little dose of evolution. It's Banana Bliss Jungle Puzzles for the Nintendo 3DS. So this little guy's in a bit of a pickle. See, his girlfriend's one of those nagging types. She needs a bunch of hearts from every level, so he has to get them all and bring them back to her. Just one problem. Monkey Dude can't jump. Somewhere Donkey Kong's shaking his head in disappointment. And Donkey Tom is applying for a job as a day trader. So it's kind of like Lolo or Solomon's Key. It's a puzzle game in which you have to clear each room by collecting the stuff in each room and getting back to the door. In this case, the stuff is hearts. The door is your girlfriend, but don't tell her that. Of course, collecting all the hearts will take quick thinking, and at times quick movement. It's equal parts figure it out, Summer Sanders, and then pull it off. I'm okay with Summer Sanders pulling it off. And for Donkey Kong, this would be easy. He'd just throw some barrels, jump around, and if he couldn't reach the hearts, he'd just kidnap the girl. Honky Kong! Game over! The gimmick here is that you can't jump, and you're more romantic, so you have to find another way to reach the hearts. Fortunately, there are plenty of other ways to reach the hearts. Boxes, springs, fans. And there are more than 300 rooms, and they're constantly bringing new ideas and obstacles into the mix, not to mention new enemies. Actually, a few barrels would be really useful right now. Now, early on, a lot of the levels are pretty simple. In fact, it's kind of like watching dominoes fall over. You just start moving and things happen. But those rooms are basically just a tutorial. Once you get through the first 50 or so, things really escalate quickly. Level design starts to get more and more clever, and the whole figure it out part starts to take longer and longer. Eventually, it turns into a surprisingly smart puzzle game. And a love story about monkeys. It's also pretty well made, too. It's from a developer called Teyon. It's actually one of their most polished games. I mean, they have a lot of stuff on the eShop, but this is one of their best efforts in terms of execution. There's a real sense of quality here that their downloadable games are sometimes lacking. I mean, the art's not great, and the music's not anything to write home about, but the gameplay's fun, the design is solid, it's a really fun puzzler, and it's actually a great game for younger players, too. It only uses like 2 buttons, so it's simple enough for them to play, but it also really pushes them to think and problem solve. You know, as simple as some of the solutions are, Banana Bliss also gives you some incentive to experiment. Each room has a hidden bunch of bananas, and it's usually hidden somewhere out of the way. Walk through it, and it's yours. And those unlock bonus rooms, which are even more challenging. So even though some of the levels are over quickly, you end up playing them a few times just to find the bananas. Pair that with going for a better time, and there's actually some replay value here as well. Oh look, Banana Bliss isn't exactly Pushmo or anything. It's not a great puzzle game, but it is a really good one, a surprisingly good one. It has that pick-up-and-play simplicity, paired with clever puzzles, as well as a lesson about love. Comes at a price, and for monkeys, that price is usually tiny red hearts. They must really like Zelda. And you'll really like Banana Bliss Jungle Puzzles for the Nintendo 3DS.